Good morning and welcome to Warriors Corner. Happy Friday. Nikki, you were warned. Who am I talking about specifically? Nicki Minaj. Now, honey, everybody told you don't marry this man. He is a convicted sex offender. He's got a legal history. He's got problems. And we all got problems and issues. But some problems and issues you just don't want to mix yourself up with because of who you are. And I understand y'all have known each other since y'all were teenagers and all of this, but ma'am, now the neighbors in the hills are calling you to get out because they don't want a sex offender in the neighborhood because he's devaluing the properties. Y'all, we got to get into this story with Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty on this great Friday. But before we do that, we're going to get into this. Welcome to Warriors Corner. Good morning. Happy Friday, y'all, and welcome to Warriors Corner. If this is your first time, welcome. If not, I'm so glad that you decided to join me again on this great Friday. Please remember to hit the like button on this video, comment your thoughts and opinions down below because we love to keep the conversation going over here in Warriors World. And if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell on all. That way you see each and every time I post a video with you in mind. Y'all, the people in the hills have had enough. They found out, a couple of the neighbors found out that Kenneth Petty, Nicki Minaj's husband, her baby daddy, he's a sex offender. And once you're a sex offender, you have to register yourself in the neighborhoods. Well, he went ahead and did what he was supposed to do. And so now they are signing petitions for Mr. Petty and Miss Nicki Minaj to get out of the neighborhood. Y'all, let's get into this article, okay? Because this is listen, I can't blame them. I can't blame them. And every saint got a past and every sinner has a future. Let me say that for real. But you cannot be upset with the consequences that you have to suffer behind the actions that you chose. We just talked about on Diva's channel last night. But let's get into this. Nicki Minaj neighbors want her out. Concerns over her husband. Okay, so here they are. Here's Kenneth. Here's Nicki. Okay. So Hidden Hills isn't big enough for Nicki Minaj and her convicted felon husband. At least that's what some would say of Nicki. Some of Nicki's neighbors would think, and they want the couple out pronto. There's there's a petition circulating online from the Hidden Hills residents worried about Nicki and her hubby Kenneth Petty moving into a fancy neighborhood, and hundreds of folks have signed on. Okay, so here's Kenneth's mugshot. Now, if those of you who don't know Kenneth, real quick, let me run back over here to People Magazine and I'll just give you a real quick breakdown. Now, Kenneth is Nicki's husband. Okay, so Nicki Minaj met her now husband Kenneth Zoo Petty when she was a teenager. The pair first crossed paths when they were students at the same high school. The two lost touch for years before reconnecting in 2018, leading to a whirlwind romance, a wedding, and a baby in the next few years. Okay. He understands her as a person. Minaj's friend and musician Derek Milano told People Magazine in 2019. They have a unique bond. Okay. So they met in high school. They got together. They've been together. They got back together in 2018. Now he's a registered sex offender. Now Petty was convicted of attempted R in first degree in April of 1995. That's the year I was born. For an assault and assault the previous year of a 16-year-old girl. Mm. He was sentenced to 18 to 54 months in prison and is listed as a level 2 registered sex offender in New York State. He served 4 years behind bars for the assault. Okay. So, Nikki knew what she was getting into. Petty was arrested again down here. He was arrested again in March of 2020 because he failed to register as a sex offender when he moved in with Nicki Minaj in California. Okay? So, now they're moving to the hills, and he did what he was supposed to do. But now the people want him out. They want him gone, y'all. Out of here, okay? So the petition, which was started by Hidden Hill resident Beverly Braden, takes issue with the fact that Kenny is a registered sex offender after being convicted in New York of attempted R back in 1995. So, we led that. And this is what I'm a little confused on. Like, Nicki, you are Nicki Minaj, and I totally understand believing in love. But if you were going to stay with foolishness, you might as well could have stayed with Safari, because he just as foolish as Kenny. Her and Safari dated for a while, and I thought they were going to be that it couple. Then they broke up. Her and McMill dated for a while. I thought they were going to be that it couple. Then they broke up. Allegedly, her and Nas dated for a little while. Drake, Eminem, these are just a couple of people over the years that Nicki has been with. And so she chose to settle down with this young man. And so, you got to accept the facts and the consequences, of this young man's choices as well, because this is who you married. So as for why the new attention on Petty, he recently filed new legal docs changing his address to on the Megan's Law website. So you gotta imagine the neighbors took note, okay? And in these neighborhoods, in the suburban neighborhoods, oh, the mamas be watching. They be on it like white on rice. As soon as you pop up on the list, they know it, okay? So Nicki and Kenneth bought a mansion in Hidden Hills back in December. And as we first reported, Kenneth is currently serving 1 year of a home detention for failing to register as a sex offender in California, okay? The way Beverly seems to see it, the mere presence of Nicki and Kenneth in the Hidden Hills would hurt home value and create safety concerns. Beverly is encouraging Nicki's neighbors to warn residents about Kenneth, and she wants folks to sign the petition to show that you are against sex offenders in our Hidden Hills neighborhood, okay? Now, let me say this. As I said when I opened up this video, every saint got a past and every sinner got a future. Now, I understand your concerns, but we also have to think that people can change. People can change. And see, we stuck in between a rock and a hard place because this gentleman made a very, very horrible decision of what he chose to do with this person. And so now that decision has followed you through your life, and it's going to continue to follow you because you committed a crime. And so you have to suffer the consequences behind the crime that you committed. And so sadly, this is one of the consequences. You just can't live everywhere and people are going to feel comfortable. You just can't do whatever you want to do and think that people are going to, they calling for you to go. And I totally, I see where she's coming from. It can devalue the neighbor. The people are not going to want to stay. I mean, but where else they going to go? It's the hills. So, of course, they're going to ask you to move. I don't know, y'all. I'm really stuck between a rock and a hard place on this. The petition titled Say No to Sex Offenders in the Hidden Hills was launched shortly after Nicki dropped 19.5 million on her estate. but it gained a lot of traction lately with over 100 signatures in the last few days, bumping the number to 862 and counting. The Hidden Hills is becoming the new Beverly Hills. Other celebs have homes in the area, including Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, Kris Jenner, plus Will and Jada. Well, heck, oh, be quiet. So, y'all, Kenneth, you gotta go. You gotta get out. The people want you gone, and I imagine that all the Kardashians, Jenners, signed that list as well because they're problematic to me, anyways. But sir, ma'am, y'all gonna have to figure this out. 19.5 million on your new estate, Nikki. And the people want you gone already. Y'all ain't even moved in good. Sir. Y'all know, and see, this is why, just like I was saying last night, we have to be careful of the choices that we make because sometimes the consequences follow us for a lifetime. This is a lifetime consequence that this man will forever deal with. Forever. You know, and they now have one child together. They've been married since 2020, I believe I said. Y'all, excuse me, they got married in 2019. They share a son together. Look at this beautiful boy. Look at this beautiful baby boy. So cute. He's so handsome, looking like his mama, looking just like his mama. Nikki, the people want y'all gone. Y'all let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Do you feel like they're gonna have to move? Do you think they should have to move? And if they do move, where they gonna go? Who can I run to fill this empty space? Who can they run to when they need a home? They need a home. I guess you can go back to New York. I mean, the people didn't have, there's gonna be problems wherever you go. But y'all leave your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Do you feel like it's right for them to kick him out of the neighborhood? If the petition goes through, what do you think? I mean, y'all, I really want to know what your thoughts and opinions are because I'm mind blown with this. Like, I've never personally in myself heard of someone signing a petition to get a sex offender out the neighborhood. I mean, they have to live somewhere. Nikki, you should have just stuck with Safari. I'm sorry. But, you know, I want you to be happy too. So if this was what makes you happy, I'm glad that you're happy. But now you may have to possibly find somewhere else to live. But y'all hit the like button on this video, comment your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section so we can keep the conversation going. If you're not a subscriber, check out my channel. And if you like what we got going on over here in Royers World, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell on all. That way you see each and every time I post a video with you in mind. Y'all, happy Friday. Thank you for joining me in Royers Corner this morning, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.